What's going on?
How you doing?
Doing good?
It's no one game doesn't represent a trend, but it was unusual last year. You guys didn't play as well in one-score games as you had your first 3 years here, and not doing that in the first game out. Is that something that sticks with you, or is that just a hurdle you need to get over, or how do you view it?
I just view it as us being right there. You know, we're right there. We just need to make that extra play or two to put us over the hump to propel us to winning those games.
When you look back on it, why do you think you guys struggled on third down?
Say it again?
When you look back on it, why do you think you guys struggled a little bit on third down?
And obviously they had a very talented front last week, and you know they got some pressure, and so I think just on some, you know, just kind of a little bit of pressure, got off timing, and I think just this pure execution. So we just got to go out there and focus on extending those drives and scoring in the red zone.
Zeke, now that you've had a chance to watch the film from the game, take us through your first touchdown and how you were able to score even with those four guys in front of you when you were getting close to the end zone.
It was a vertical. We had vertical routes to that side, and everyone ran with that speed, and left me to check down wide open. And when I got the ball, I really just was gonna attack the sideline, and so I just started running up the sideline, attack the sideline, and I saw that a couple players were over pursuing a little bit, so I slammed on the brakes, made a couple guys miss, and finished in the end zone.
How much pride do you take in being able to outplay or beat that many guys to the end zone?
It's just something we work on every day. Every time we touch the ball, there's always a cone at 20 or 25 yards, and we have to finish with that cone. So, that's just trust in my training and just all camp, just making sure I finish it every time I touch the ball, and just saw it translate to the game.
Speaking of all camp, how much different did it feel game one this year versus last year when you didn't have camp?
A lot different. I definitely felt way more in a groove. I definitely felt, I would say, just more in a groove. I felt like I was ready for that play speed. It wasn't really shocking at all, and so it felt good out there.
When did you get the new Seed Me tattoo, and what was the mindset when you got that?
I got it, I want to say, I probably got it maybe a month before camp, or maybe right before camp. I honestly can't remember. Sometime in the summer. That's my brand. Feed me, yeah.
What does mom think?
At this point, my mom is like, she's over getting mad at me for getting tattoos. It seems now she's coming around to them.
How long did it take to get it? Did you kind of draw what you wanted, or what was the process there?
I knew what I wanted. I just, gave it to my artist. I let him do his thing with it, and it turned out great.
Is that here in Dallas, Big Ten, or?
Yeah, here in Dallas.
Zeke, I know you have a lot of tattoos, but that seems like I don't know, is that any more painful than anywhere else to get a tattoo? It seems like it might hurt.
No, it was super painful. I think like the next day I had to go. We went through at Dax, and it was all swollen and puffy, and it was awful. But don't know why go through the pain for it, but happy with the result.
Zeke, what are your thoughts on the Big Ten coming back? You playing football this year?
I think it's exciting for those guys, to be able to not lose this year, and be able to have a season, and be able to go out there and compete. And it's going to be a little cold for those guys, but I'm glad they're just happy to be able to be out there competing this fall.
You always talk about pass protection and how much pride you take in that. You seem to really have an especially good game at that the other night. How much time do you spend working on that? And is that part of the outcome growth of what you told us a couple weeks ago about the time you spend in meetings with the offensive line as well?
Yeah, that's just I'll say I probably have we have a couple meetings during the week, just going over protections and what looks we're gonna get, and who are some of the players we want to highlight, and who are some of the players we have to show extra attention to. But just kind of making sure you're I'm in those meetings and paying attention and soaking everything in I can. And then on Sunday, all that is just want and effort, and just through the week, making sure I study enough so I can know where some protections may be weaker, or which guys may need some help on what plays, and just kind of taking that to the game and just wanting to go do it.
Those details that you look for, did that start in college or were you doing that in high school?
Blocking was something I never really was shy from, but I will say in college, one of the things that Coach Meyer and my old running back coach, Coach Stan Drayton, and Coach Tony Alford, one thing they really emphasize is you can't play unless you can protect the quarterback. So if you can't protect the quarterback, you're not going to be able to get carries. Because when you look at running backs, just about all of us are gifted with the ability to run the football, and so I look at pass protection for me as just another way to set me apart from other backs. Yeah.
Zeke, how strange was it playing the game with no fans in the stands? Do you think it's a potential advantage for you guys having fans in the stands this weekend?
Yeah, it was really strange playing with no fans. I think it will be an advantage just because you'll get some crowd noise. But I'm not really sure how many fans we get to have. I don't know if it'll be enough to make that much of a difference, but it was definitely weird just kind of being out there and just kind of having stale air, in that environment, especially when they're not playing any crowd noise. Like you really got to bring your own juice. You got to create your own energy. You can't rely on the crowd to kind of feed that to you. So you just got to know mentally that you're gonna have to create your own juice going into the game.
Zeke, your family sometimes will come to games. Will they be coming to games this year?
No, sir. No family coming in town this year. It's going to kind of suck. But me and my mom, we had a trade-off. So I told her she couldn't come down this year. So I finished her basement and got her a nice TV and couches. So she has somewhere nice to watch the game.
Was there anything you noticed with it being so quiet, on things you heard that you wouldn't normally hear or anything like that?
No, I wouldn't say that. I'm always pretty locked into what I have to do during the game, so I don't really pay too much or much more attention than I need to the opponents. But yeah, nothing really.
Like you say, you're locked in, but you like to celebrate and get the crowd into it. So when you celebrated on Sunday, was that where you really noticed it, where it was just kind of like, what's going on here?
Well, yeah, that, and like even on the play, my first touchdown, like I think because it was so quiet, like a lot of those guys didn't even know I had the ball. Like they didn't know the play was still going. So like it's just weird, like because like when you see a big play pop open, you're so used to hearing like the crowd roar or something, but it's just weird. Like when you have a long play, you're like wondering like, oh, is there a flag or something? Because there's no noise. So it's gonna take something getting used to.
Obviously, Alden Smith plays on the other side of the ball from you, but you got to see him throughout all of training camp. Did anything he did Sunday surprise you? Because it just kind of surprised me he was able to be that effective with having not played since 2015.
I wasn't surprised there at all. When you look at him, he's a physical specimen. You look at what he's done in this league. He's always been dominant. So even though he took 5 years off, it doesn't look like he lost a step at all. And he played some really good football Sunday.
You mentioned that you had to kind of bring your own juice. You had a really good game. Did you not have any trouble sort of finding your own juice, bringing your own juice?
Yeah, no, I don't need any help bringing my own juice. I mean, it's been so long since we competed, so it's not gonna take a lot to get me going. But it's definitely weird.
We got time for one more, guys.
Hey Zeke, this is I think this is the second time you're gonna play your buddy Boye Lucan. Just what's that like? How fun is that going against a guy you've known for that long?
It's crazy. It's just really crazy because where we went to high school, like, there weren't really like Division I athletes. It was academic school. It wasn't a sports school. So for us to be in the same class of 90 people, we had 90 people in our class. So for us to be in the same class, be really good friends, be teammates, and then both end up going to get drafted from the school we came from is, I mean, we were the first two people drafted from that school, period. So it's just weird. It's weird that we both made it to NFL, and I mean, it's exciting. I'm so happy for Foye. You know, his journey was a little bit different than mine, but you know, he's definitely contributing and playing a lot for those guys and playing good ball. So, you know, I'm very happy for him, and I'm excited to go up against him for the second time on Sunday.
Thank you.